The Pittsburgh Steelers have signed veteran defensive lineman Daniel Ekuale to a contract, and this is his highlights and analysis. So, Daniel Ekuale is an absolute Samoan monster, and he's coming off his best season of his career in the NFL in 2024 with New England Patriots. He's 6'3", 310 pounds, and can play all across the defensive line. Ekuale had to work for everything that he's earned throughout his entire career. This past season, he played in 16 games and started all 16 of them. But prior to that, the last 3 seasons, he started 0 games. So this past season was his breakout season at 31 years old, and he's earned every bit of it. This past season, he put up 52 tackles, and he's been a monster on the defense line, and he's coming to Pittsburgh now as a depth piece. When you were a starter with your previous team and you go to a new team, especially the Steelers right now, it's always going to be a great addition adding starter level players as your backups, depth pieces. And that's what the Steelers get here. So looking at his film in terms of what Ekuale could do, he's a player that can play all across the defense line. He could win with power, he could win with speed, he could win with his moves. And that's what he's showing in these clips. Look at that swim move right there. So he's able to win in a variety of ways. Anyways, he's an all-around player, but here are his highlights. I'll get more into the analysis a little bit later on in the video, but for right now, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, and analysis reports throughout this entire offseason. Also, like this video. Now, let's get right back into it. So let me chime in right here, because this film is Ekuale versus Mason Rudolph, the Tennessee Titans, when Mason Rudolph played in those games. So Ekuale, as you can see, he's getting to the quarterback and putting pressure on Mason Rudolph, making him throw the ball erratically and into the turf. So Ekuale wins with power, he wins with speed, and he's making the Titans' offense struggle, both in the pass game and the run game. And this was against, once again, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph. So that does it. That's the end of the film and highlights of Pittsburgh Steelers' newest defensive lineman, Daniel Ekuale. And once again, getting into a little bit more about him, let me just give you a background information just in case if you didn't see the video I posted yesterday about his introduction to you and your introduction to him. So he's a defensive lineman, but he plays all across the defense line. He can play in basically any alignment. Throughout his career, he has many snaps at different alignments. So let me just break it down for you. He has an alignment over the tackle with 372 snaps. He also has 262 snaps in the B gap. He lined up 21 times in the A gap and 65 times lined up outside. So he's able to play all across the defensive line, and it gives the Pittsburgh Steelers depth and multiple spots. Defense tackle, nose tackle, outside. It could just give some depth all around the defense line in one signing. And that's more than likely the reason why they signed him to a contract. He's also 31 years old. He's polished right now, coming off his best season in his career. He's a big guy. He's Samoan. He stands at 6'3" and 310 pounds. So he's able to do it all. And like I said during the film analysis, he's able to win with power, he's able to win with strength, he's able to win with his quickness. So he's really polished right now, and he's come to the Steelers not having to develop. He's coming in off of his best season and being a starter with the Patriots. And like I said, when you could add a starter level player to your team and now add him to a depth piece and add him as a backup, adding a starter as a backup is always a good signing. And that's what the Steelers are doing here with this signing of Daniel Ekuale. So if you're watching his film in this video, these highlights, you could see that he's able to beat his defender a lot, both in the pass game and the run game. And when you can add a defensive lineman who's both good in the pass and the run, that's an extra advantage as well. And just in general, the New England Patriots defensive line are always good and always polished. So grabbing one of those guys that came from that system in New England is always a good thing as well, because they always draft well defense line and sign a quality defense lineman. And that's where they got this defense lineman from, the New England Patriots. So he's able to win both in the pass game and the run game. He's able to get past his offensive lineman that's over him quickly, and also able to shed them and push them away in the run game. So he's a really good guy in terms of what he's able to do on the football field, and he's only going to be a positive for the Pittsburgh Steelers if he's able to stay healthy and stay actually playing in games. So anyway, he comes off his best season in the NFL, and hopefully he could continue to add to it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are looking to add defense linemen. Their depth on the team at defense line is not good right now. They lost 2 defense linemen, both in free agency, Larry Ogunjobi, in which they cut to the Bills, and Isaiah Loudermilk is a free agent as well. The Pittsburgh Steelers are very old at defense line, and this signing isn't going to get them any younger, but it's a good depth piece to add to this defense line group. This signing doesn't take away that they're probably going to still add to it in the draft, and also that they could go out and sign another free agent. This sign doesn't take away from any of that, but at least adds depth to this team and a good quality piece to the defense line group behind Keanu Benton, behind Cameron Hayward, and just adding depth to this team and quality level depth and starter level depth, So anyway, that's the end of this video, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on these highlights and analysis that you saw in this video. Do you like what you saw from Daniel Ekuale, and what do you think he can add to this team? What areas in his film does he need to work on, and what areas do you think he will succeed in with the Steelers in terms of their system because of what you saw in this video? Do you like the film? Do you not like the film? Do you like the signing? Do you not like the signing? And who else do you want the Pittsburgh Steelers to add at the defense line position, whether that's free agency or the draft? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And also, like I said earlier, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis reports, everything surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers this free agency period, this whole offseason. I've covered it up to this point, and I'm only going to cover it even more as we go along. So stay tuned, like this video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Until next time, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.